Hey, it's TV Tech Geek, and right now I'm going to be going over the LG Electronics 65UF8500 version. Be sure to check out that special link in the description to get the best discount going on right now for this model. You can also check out user reviews and see what other people are saying about it as well. So this model has a 65-inch LED screen and it's edge lit with local dimming. Edge lit means that the LED lights are positioned around the perimeter of the screen and the light spreads behind the LCD panel. These types of displays are typically much thinner than direct lit displays. And it has local dimming as well, so it has the ability to adjust different zones throughout the screen in order to improve the picture. So this display is an IPS display, and that means you get really wide viewing angles and you get much more accurate colors. And if you're putting this TV in the living room, it's a must because you might be viewing the TV off to the side at sharp angles, and you don't want to have that washed out looking picture. So the main highlight of this display is the 4K resolution. This is 4 times greater than 1080p, so you get extremely sharp and extremely crisp picture quality. It also has a 4K upscaler, so all of your non-4K content will be automatically upscaled to close to 4K. Obviously this won't be as good as native 4K content, but it's definitely an improvement. So this model also has True Motion 240Hz, and this can be enabled or disabled in the settings menu. And what this feature does is it adds 2 software generated frames between each frame, and the result is a much smoother transition between frames and reduced motion blur. I really only like to use this feature when I'm watching sports, otherwise I like to leave it disabled because the frame transitions are so smooth that it almost looks too realistic, and it does give you that soap opera effect that you've probably heard of before. This feature is not to be confused with the native refresh rate. A native refresh rate is typically half of what you see with the True Motion, so on this model it's 120 Hz. One of the coolest features of this TV is the color prime technology LG just came out with. So this enhances color gamut by 25%, so you get a much greater array of colors. You get extra brightness as well, so all of your whites and your colors will look much brighter. So there's also 4K 3D Plus, so you can enjoy 3D content in 4K, and it's also flicker free. So the quality is much like you see in the movie theaters. It also has a 4K 3D upscaler as well, so it will upscale your non-4K 3D content to close to 4K quality. It also comes with 2 3D glasses. So this model has a magic remote, and if you're not familiar with a magic remote, you might have used a Nintendo Wii in the past, and that's kind of like that. You point it at the screen and use your arm to control it like a cursor. So it makes navigating the WebOS 2.0 interface very easy. It also makes a great experience for browsing the web from your couch. One thing I really like about this TV is it has a quad-core processor, so you don't get that sluggish user interface. It's nice and smooth. Many non-quad-core TVs have sluggish performance with the user interface, so the fact that this one has a quad core really makes it a better experience. So the design is obviously extremely sleek looking. It has an ultra thin profile at just 2-inch thickness, and it also has an ultra thin bezel as well, so there's little room for distraction around the perimeter of the screen. And if you have all the lights out, you won't even really see the bezel at all, so it makes for a much more immersive experience. The weight is 69 pounds without the stand and 72.2 pounds with the stand. If you're planning on mounting this TV, it's Visa 300 by 300. This means that the holes on the rear of the TV are 300 millimeters across and 300 millimeters down. For the inputs, there's 1 RF in, 1 component video in, 1 composite video in, 1 optical audio out, 3 HDMI ports, and those are all side facing. It has 1 USB 3 port, 2 USB 2 ports, and also has an Ethernet port as well. So to conclude, I really like what I'm seeing with this LG 65UF8500. You really can't go wrong with this model. It has color prime, you get excellent picture quality with the 4K resolution and the upscaler. And it has all the features you're looking for, like 3D, and it also has all the smart TV capabilities. Be sure to check out that special link in the description below to get the best discount on this model. Hope you found this quick overview helpful.